Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. It is great to see you here today. Oh my goodness, guys, we are one week away from Thanksgiving. Can you even believe it? Where has this year gone? Oh my goodness gracious. So, hi, if you don't know me, my name is Lisa Balthaser, and my business is Lisa Solutions. I help busy coaches and service-based business owners become powerful CEOs, make more money, make a bigger impact, and scale on social. So what I help my clients with is I help them become visible, stay visible, get those leads and clients online, and that is what I love doing. So today we are going to go over 3 things you need for high visibility online. I know you want to attract those clients. It is the holiday season. If you don't already have your promos out there, you should. And if you don't get them up as soon as you can, this year, the buying season started earlier. So you want to make sure you are there and you are visible and you are being seen before people spend their money somewhere else on what it is you can help them with. So before I go into today's show, I do want to let you know I do have 31 days of, of client attraction going on, 31 days of client attraction going on the whole month of December. So that sale actually is up now. It is a Black Friday sale. It is up now until the end of November. You can sign up all the way till the last minute, but do not wait till the last minute because spaces can be sold out. So we're going to do 31 days of client attraction where I help you with your content, honing in on your offer, making sure that it bridges the gap and all of those things that you want help with throughout the year. But we are going to fix the problems right now and make sure you are set to grow your business and scale before the end of this year. There is still time, guys, and I'm so excited about that because I'm going to be right in there with you. All of that for only $97. You get me every single day. Then you can ask questions every day. You have a video, you'll have prompts, you'll have swipe files. It is going to be so much fun. So let me get into the content that I came here to deliver to you today. And today we are going to talk about 3 things you need for high visibility online. Okay, so I get it, guys. You've done all the things, you're working hard, you're everywhere. You feel that you can't possibly do more to become visible online. But I am going to tell you something that you may not expect. Stop trying to be everywhere. That is not actually what is going to create visibility for you online, believe it or not. So, what is it that will create visibility for you online? Well, one of the first things that I help my clients with when they come to me is their client avatar, but that's not one of those things. So, the you need to be really clear on your client avatar before putting all the other things into place. Okay, so let's start there. Okay, the client avatar is something that you need to understand. Your ideal client is that one person. We're talking to one person. So when you write copy, you want to write copy for that one person that is your ideal client. Your client avatar are people that have similar characteristics, just like that person. Okay, not necessarily your ideal client, but close and probably your target market. So before anything, you need to do that. But that's not what I wanted to talk about today. That was a different video. I think I did that one last week. So go back, check out the videos because I do give tips on this all the time. But you need to watch the videos. You need to do the things that I tell you, which are not hard. It doesn't mean more work. Okay, so let's dig into today's topic. So 3 things you need for high visibility online. So once you've figured out that client avatar, your ideal client, you understand who they are and how to talk to them, you need to show up confidently online. Yes, guys. Now, you may think that you do show up confidently online, but I am going to give you a couple things that I see each and every day that shows me people are not confident in what they are doing. Okay, so if you have a business online, you are probably in a lot of Facebook groups and you see a lot of posts go by, and people come into the groups and they ask questions. They ask questions. Now, there is nothing wrong with asking questions, and I think you should, because when you ask questions, you get people to talk to you. You get answers. You find out things. You learn. But when you are going into the groups and you're talking to people online and you're showing up online and you don't show up with confidence, you are defeating what you're trying to build. Okay. So, what I mean by that is in Facebook groups, if you go in and ask a question, do not ask a question that is about your industry, about what you do. I've seen this. It blows my mind every time, and I don't understand it. So, if I'm a marketer, okay, I will probably not go into a Facebook group and say, hey, I don't understand how to attract clients or how to become visible online, because that's what I do. Okay, so if I would be going into a Facebook group and saying those things, people would be looking at me like, well, you're a marketer, figure it out. Why don't you know this? Isn't this what you teach people? And that's what people are asking themselves about you when you do that also. So don't ask questions in public groups like that that are related to your business. It's fine if you ask questions about other things. And if you're not a marketer, go in there and ask all the questions that you want, because there's plenty of marketers out there that can give you the answers that you need. So if you're a health and wellness person, you want to go into the groups and you want to provide educational, interesting, and helpful information for the people in there and what they're trying to do. Are they in there to lose weight? Are they in there to become fit? You want to target those things in those groups if you're going to be posting in those groups. So if you ask questions about those things, you are going to appear that you don't know your subject matter. So it's really important that you show up in groups, on your page, on your profile, everywhere you are online, including your website and other forums. You show up in a way that is confident that you know what you are talking about. Okay. And actually know what you are talking about. Okay. So that is the first thing. You need to be confident. If you are not confident, if you go around asking questions about the thing that you do, okay, you will not appear confident online, and people will not want to work with you because they will not feel that you know what you're doing. And I know that's common sense, guys, but I see this all the time. I see people going in a group and, marketers or virtual assistants will go in there and they'll ask about things that they're doing for clients. If you're doing these things for clients, first of all, maybe you shouldn't say you do them unless you actually know how to do them. Just a little hint there. You do not want to tell a client you can do something that you are not sure you can do, because that does not turn out well and it leaves the client and you frustrated. You want to create fantastic results for your clients. So you want to be very sure that you know how to serve your client the way you say you will serve them. So don't do that stuff. So number one is to show up confidently. And by being confident, You will know your ideal client. You will know what they need. That enables you to show up confidently online everywhere you go to talk about what it is that you do. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the second thing that you need for high visibility online is you need to talk to people. Now, you heard me say that in everything that I was just talking about. When you go into groups, talking to people, when you go into groups, you're asking questions. You need to be a human. Okay, now let me clarify that. You do not want to go everywhere and sell what it is that you sell. Okay, because nobody is on Facebook looking for somebody to sell to them. They are just not there for that. And if you think they are, ask your friends if they're there for somebody to sell, and they will tell you. Trust me on this one. So when you are online, don't be that salesy person. Okay, be human instead. And I know you think, well, I am human. Yes, you are. But are you showing up that way? A lot of people online are not. They're spamming groups, they're spamming their pages, they're spamming their own group, they're spamming their profiles. And it gets to the point where if you're doing that, people will tune you out. They will tune you out because they understand that all you're trying to do is sell to them. You are not treating them like a human being. People want to be appreciated for who they are, and they want to understand that you care about them as a human being before they buy from you. Okay, so it's really, really important that you talk to people because you have to be in conversations in order to sell. Okay, sales are not miraculously going to happen. You have to actually talk to people to sell. So be in conversations, but be human. Don't be a robot. Don't say the same thing to everybody. Allow the conversations to flow naturally online. Okay, it is just like when you're going into a group, talking to people, into a Facebook group, it is just like walking into a room and getting to know people. You're not going to walk up to somebody in a room of people and say, hey, do you want to buy my stuff? No, you're not going to do that, and if you are, that would be pretty creepy. So so you do not want to do that in a Facebook group either. What you do want to do is ask them about themselves. Isn't that what you would do if you were meeting them in person? You would want to find out about them to see if they're your ideal client. It's the same thing online, but people make this so difficult. So, number one is show up confidently after you know who your ideal client is, and you'll be confident when you do. Number two is talk to people and be human. Okay? These things are so important. They sound so simple, but you would be surprised if you go into any given group, you will see how people are not doing these simple things. Number three, this is the third thing that you need for high visibility online. And this one is so, so important. And I want to talk a little bit about this one after I say what it is. This one is probably where you are spending so much time and effort that you don't need to be. Okay. So, number three, the third thing you need to do for high visibility online is you need to create intentional intentional content. Okay, so I know you're creating great content. I know it is awesome and valuable, but it needs to also be intentional. Okay, so let's talk about what intentional content is as opposed to great content or interactive content or engagement content or anything like that. Okay, so with every post that you put on social media, there should be an intent to why you are putting it there. Okay. So some posts you may create because you want to develop engagement. And there's nothing wrong with that. They don't even need to be business related, but you want to create engagement so the algorithms shift so people start seeing your other things. So sometimes it's great to put an engagement post that you know people are going to want to answer, you know it's going to be fun for people to answer, and you can make it fun. Okay? So that will help the algorithm. Then you have you have content that is educational. Educational. So educational can mean two different things. You want to, number one, educate people about what you do and how you serve them. That's really important for people to understand if you want them to work with you. And number two, you want to create educational pieces about what you do. So it can be, you can give like a weekly tip or a weekly live video. Like for my live shows every single week, I give you fantastic educational intentional content designed to help you understand how to market better online. Okay, there's an intent in what I provide as content to you in my live videos. So everything that you're doing should have intent. Okay, so what is that intent? And there's many kinds of different intents that you can have. So another intentional type of post would be a post with a call to action. So the call to action does not need to be necessarily a sale. The call to action could be to join your group. The call to action could be to download your thing, your PDF, whatever that is, your ebook, your whatever you're selling, to get people in your circle of influence and on your email list. So or a call to action could be a sale, a promo, or to work with you in however in the way that you work with people in your service business. Okay, so though, I just gave you so many things to think about. So with the intentional content, you need to create it in a way that you understand who your ideal client is. You understand what they need from you, but you also need to understand what they want from you, because they're not always the same thing. Sometimes they don't even know what they need from you. You need to help them to understand that. So that's where the educational part comes in. The educational part comes in the educational about your industry. You're helping them to understand why it is they need to fill that gap that you're telling them that you fill. Why is that important? You want them to understand that, so they understand that they have that need. Sometimes they don't understand that. So there's many ways to be intentional online, but if you're not intentional online and you're just haphazard, it appears to other people that you are just all over the place. And that's not good. You need to streamline it. You need to really hone in on who that client is before you do anything. And that was what I started with. So that is where we'll end. So guys, I really hope you got something out of this video. You know, my intention when I come here is to always provide high value for you guys. And I hope that you will share this, tag somebody that needs to hear this, and implement some of what I went over today. And if you're so inclined, join me next month for 31 days of client attraction, where I will help you 31 days of December create great content, attract the right clients, and have them wanting to buy from you, because we're going to be very intentional about what we do. It's only $97. It's a bargain for what you're going to get out of it. And I'm going to have swipe files. I'm going to have some copy that you can use, some ideas for you guys. It is going to be a fantastic time, and I cannot wait to see the growth for you guys when you join 31 days of client attraction. And it's all over my page. I will drop the link below, but it is all over my page, all over my profile. So if you can't find it, you probably didn't pull up the right person. So anyway, guys, that is what I have for you guys today. I hope you go out and do what I said. First, understand that client. Second, talk to people. Just talk to people. It is so important that you're in conversations with people every single day online. And you also want to be intentional about what you're doing online. So that is what I have for you today. If you just joined, go back and listen to this because there's some really good stuff in here that you can implement today to be more visible online. So that's what I have for you today. And go ahead and check out 31 Days of Client Attraction. You guys have an awesome day.